Hello my dear friends, so welcome back. Welcome to your channel Cooking Astrology. First of all, I would like to thank all of you for subscribing my channel and liking my videos. Thanks a lot. So today in this video, let's try to understand one of the very interesting placements of Mercury, and that is Mercury placement in the 11th house of your Vedic astrological birth chart, and what are the kind of results that are associated with this Mercury. Also, I'm going to cover up some conjunctions along with Mercury, because in most of the charts Mercury is going to be in conjunction either with planet Sun, Venus or some other planets. Also, I'm going to cover up the special aspect of Mercury, because Mercury is going to aspect 7 places away in the 5th house. So the 5th and the 11th axis is going to create a lot of long-term sustenance results in your life. But first of all, let's try to understand what is planet Mercury and what is 11th house in Vedic astrology, and how both of these entities they combine together. See, first of all, on one hand, if I talk about regarding planet Mercury in Vedic astrology, Mercury is a planet which represents your intelligence. This is a karka or significator of your intellectual abilities. Also, Mercury represents all the business operations, any kind of shortcut methods to obtain huge amount of gains or doing some kind of a smart work. That thing is also ruled by Mercury. Even all the accountants, all the financial industry, banking industry, mutual fund, hedge fund managers, any kind of a transactions, that thing is also ruled by Mercury. Even at the time of decision making, suppose you are having any 3 to 4 options present in front of you and you need to pick one correct option. So while choosing that correct option, some analytical power is working behind you, and that thing is planet Mercury. Also, this is a planet that is very important in the 21st century, because right now in 21st century everything is going online. So the 3rd house and the 6th house rulership is with Mercury, and 3rd house represents your communication aspects. All the social media sites, which includes Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, LinkedIn, so all that platforms, they are also ruled by planet Mercury. And even this is a planet which is responsible for cleverness inside a human being. Whether you have the clever tactics to utilize your brain in the efficient way or not, that thing is also governed with this planet. And on the other hand, the 11th house in Vedic astrology, that is the house of your incoming gains. The kind of hopes, wishes and desires that are present inside you, that thing is ruled by planet that is sitting in the 11th house and controlling the 11th house. And even this is the very important house in 21st century in order to understand the correct picture of your life. If you want to look into your living standard, if you want to look the kind of lifestyle that I'm going to live, look directly into the 11th house. Even this is the house which represents your large group setting, any kind of professional network circles, that thing is also seen from the 11th house. Any kind of a support system that you are going to receive in your house, because this is the house of opportunities. Any kind of opportunities that you are going to interact in your life, it may be career, business, marriage, any kind of opportunity that you are getting, that is coming from the 11th house, because this is a very open house in Jyotish Shastra, very open house. Even it is said that malefics in the 11th house, they tend to perform very well with the passage of time. But even I will tell you, with Mercury placement in the 11th house, this is going to be a very special placement, because first of all, this is originally the house of Aquarius, and that is the analytical power or the analytical abilities. So whenever Mercury is going in the 11th house, Mercury is going to become the deal breaker planet if it is sitting in your 11th house, because here Mercury tend to utilize all its sources, all the opportunities that Mercury is getting. Other planets, they are not that much efficient in order to grab the opportunity, utilize the opportunity. But with the Mercury placement in the 11th house, the utilization part of the opportunities is going to become very, very easy and understandable for them. But this Mercury is going to create a lot of problems with regards to the partnerships. Even if it is not any kind of a business partnership, but any kind of a partnerships that you are going to involved in, Mercury is going to create a lot of conflicts in the 11th house. Even as far as the incoming gains are concerned, I will tell you, Mercury is becoming a very money-minded planet if it is sitting in the 11th house. Because what is happening over there, Mercury is utilizing the energy of third house, that is originally the sign of Gemini, and which represents the communication aspect. And if it is going in the 11th house, it means there is going to be a lot of communicative friends that you are going to get in your life. And this is the Mercury which tend to believe in getting knowledge from all the different sources. So these are that kind of individuals that are going to have the knowledge of everything, or you can call them jack of all trades and master of none. Even I will tell you, as far as the career aspect is concerned, this Mercury is going to lose interest in the career field if you are working into 9 to 5 kind of a job scenario, because Mercury wants the money on the daily basis. Mercury is becoming very happy if the transactions are coming, going in, going out, and if Mercury is playing with the money. But if suppose Mercury is not playing with the money, that thing depends upon your 10th house as well, that is the house of your career and other planetary alignment. But still I am telling you, if the planet like Mercury is in the 11th house of incoming gains, Mercury is keep on chasing multiple income sources. And this is a very excellent placement in order for you to generate multiple income sources in your life. Also, one very important thing, as I told you, Mercury is going to lose interest suddenly. If suppose money is not flowing out from that corner, then Mercury tend to become very fed up. Because Mercury is not a planet of consistency. Mercury don't have the persistent to do something for the longer duration of time. This is just a very shallow kind of a thing, where Mercury is utilizing the opportunities. If suppose 10 opportunities are present in front of Mercury, so Mercury is going to pick few of the opportunities and tend to utilize them. Let's try to do these kind of experiments in their life. And I will tell you, until the age of 32, this Mercury is only going to create a lot of experiments into your life. It doesn't matter what is your career, what is your profession, what is your married life, but this is going to be a very experimental kind of a Mercury. Even if suppose Mercury is not in very well dignified kind of a condition in the 11th house, then what is going to happen? These individuals are going to face the midlife crisis. That is after the age of 38, 40 and 42. What is going to happen? This is going to slowly decline your financial aspect. And again after the age of 48, Mercury is going to pick that financial aspect in your life. And that declining period that is coming in your life, that is only coming because the inability of the Mercury to do something for the longer duration of time. Even I will tell you, if you want to go with the career options with this Mercury, always look for that career options where there are a lot of incentive schemes are over there. If you are doing some kind of partnership businesses as well, even that partnership business is not in the where you are going to your equity is getting dissolved. You need to do the partnership business in the profit sharing basis. So suppose you are having some business idea, you are doing some kind of a business and you are taking money from the investors, because Mercury is very good in handling the other people money. So you can take the money from other investors, invest in your idea, grow that thing, and then you can return the fixed amount of profit back to your investors. In that way, Mercury is going to do lot of good business practices with the longer duration of time. The one major negative point with this Mercury, if Mercury is in conjunction with some malefic planet, suppose Sun is posited along with Mercury, what is going to happen? This is going to become very inefficient kind of a Mercury, because Mercury tend to lose interest if some other planet is adjoining this thing, and particularly in the 11th house. It is very good if you are having only one single planet in the 11th house rather than cluster of planets. Because as soon as the conjunctions are getting clustered in your 11th house, it is going to create that badak, that opposition or obstruction in front of the opportunities. It is not like that you are not going to gain the opportunities. You are going to gain a lot of opportunities, but here you tend to become very confused in your life, like whether I need to choose that option and that option. And in that way, this is going to create a lot of loss of energy towards the 11th house activities. Even if you look, Mercury is aspecting your 5th house, and that is originally the house of your education, the bachelor's degree. So here I will tell you, Mercury is not going to work according to the 5th house activities, because this Mercury is not much interested into the education aspect. Mercury is more interested towards the money and the wealth aspect, and how to utilize that money and wealth aspect in the longer duration of time. Because Mercury is not like a hard worker, where you are putting efforts, earning money, putting efforts, earning money. What Mercury is going to do, Mercury is putting efforts, earning money, then Mercury tend to utilize that money, taking risk, investing here, there, everywhere. And that is where I will tell you, this is very equivalent Mercury as that of the Mars in the 11th house. Because Mars is also very risk-oriented planet. If it is going in the 11th house, Mars is going to set the goal, achieve it, setting goal, achieving it, setting goal and achieving it. In the similar way, Mercury in the 11th house is going to set the goal, achieve it, set the goal, achieve it, set the goal, achieve it. But the main difference with this thing is that Mercury is a very benefic planet and Mercury is not willing to put much efforts. Mercury is not like a malefic where you are really going to put a lot of efforts over there. Mercury wants easy money, where the easy money is coming. And that is the major reason behind these individuals are going to face the midlife crisis. And even as I told you that 5th house is their educational aspect. So their career aspect is also going to create a lot of shift after the age of 38. And even I will tell you after the age of 32. So suppose if they started working at the age of 22, 23. So till the age of 32, they are going to do that specific work. From 32 to 38, they are going to do that specific work. 38 till 42 and 48, they are going to into some different scenario. So Mercury is that kind of a planet where you are going to gaining experiences from different activities. And I will tell you, this is a very efficient Mercury if you are going to go into banking industry. And even if you want to work as a financial analyst, any kind of independent consulting roles where you are going to handle the other people money. It can be related to speculative gains as well. Because 5th house, that is the house of speculation, speculative gains. Share market, stock market, cryptocurrency, all such kind of things, they are seen from the 5th house. So if Mercury is aspecting the 5th house, Mercury is although not going to give you a very good education, although sometimes this can give depending upon the other planetary alignment, but Mercury is going to give you that clever brain towards acquiring money by any means possible. So that is going to be the core principle of the business. Even one very important thing, Mercury is going 12 places away from the 12th house, that is the house of loss. So that loss part of the Pisces, because 12th house is the house of Pisces where Mercury is getting debilitated. So from its debilitation sign, that is the sign of Pisces, Mercury is again going 12 places away in the 11th house. And that is where I will tell you Mercury is going to behave in a very unethical manner sometimes. Mercury then not be able to differentiate between whether I'm earning the money by using some false method or is it a correct method. Because if Mercury is after money, Mercury is going to gain the money. It doesn't matter whether the money is going to flow from some unfair means or some that kind of a thing. So Mercury is not going to look into that kind of aspect. Even most importantly, these individuals, they will not be able to settle for anything less. Because Mercury always want more and more. Expectations are going to grow with Mercury. Irrespective of its placement, I'm telling you, out of 12 houses, in whichever house that Mercury is posited, you are going to create a lot of expectations. Mercury is going to give you a lot of desires, expectations towards that areas. 11th house is naturally the house of desire. So if Mercury fall into the 11th house, this is going to give you a lot of unrealistic desires. These are that kind of individuals that are going to have very unrealistic dreams. Like, I want to become a trillionaire. I want to acquire this amount of money, that amount of money, that kind of a money. So this is in a way that kind of a daydreamer kind of a situation where that daydreaming is happening over there. And it is very important for you with this Mercury to sit upon the ideas. You need to focus, concentrate all your efforts, all your energies upon the 5th house. Because that is the key, or I can tell you 5th house is the unlocking factor if Mercury in 11th house. Because it is directly affecting the 5th house. I will tell you in the 21st century, if you want to look into your earning potential or whether you have the ability to acquire wealth, money, directly look into 5th and 11th axis. Even if you want to look like from where the money is going to flow into my lap, look into 5th and the 11th axis. And with this Mercury, I personally recommend you to don't go into any kind of a job kind of a perspectives. This is not a good placement for doing a job. You are going to lose interest. Mercury is going to give you a lot of breakages in your career. And in the longer duration of time, then you become totally fed up. Like, I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. It is much important, even from the very initial stages, from the very beginning of your career, you need to go into business perspective. Still, you are acquiring some failures or this kind of a thing. take it as an experimental thing, like you are conducting experiments, you are doing a lot of experiments, and I'm going to receive a huge amount of returns in the longer duration of time. So in that way, if you are going to go along with your career or that kind of a thing, then this is going to be a very good placement. Even one important thing, suppose Mercury is with 3 to 4 planets over there into war kind of a zone. If suppose this is with Mercury, is with Venus, or some other benefics are posited over there, what is going to happen? Sudden flow of money is going to come towards them. It may be from any other, like from maybe inheritance, lottery winning, or like suddenly their business is booming, so money is then start flowing, because benefics in the 11th is going to extract a lot of money. But sometimes this Mercury is even going to give you a lot of liquidity crunch if more benefics they are posited along with the Mercury. If malefics are over there, yes, I truly understand, hardships are going to be much more, but this is going to be a consistent path. But if only benefics are over there, I will tell you, this is a very risky situation. Sometimes money is going to be very good, sometimes there is no money. So in that way, this is going to become very, very difficult for you to conduct the business practices for the longer duration of time. And that is why, that is one of also the major reasons behind them shifting their careers or shifting their businesses as well. But I personally recommend you to don't go into partnerships. You can do the profit sharing basis with this Mercury. Even one very interesting thing as far as the marriage aspect is concerned, most of the cases are over there. Mercury in the 11th house tend to bring a wife or husband through your professional friend circle, or with the support of your professional friend circle, you are getting married. You are going to receive all the opportunities for marriage, these kind of a thing, especially from the 11th house. And here you need to keep an open eye from the opportunities point of view as well. Even one important Vastu remedy I'm going to suggest you here. Northeast direction is going to be the very important direction if Mercury is in the 11th house. And in your home, you need to keep the northeast direction clutter-free zone. Avoid keeping any kind of a garbage, dustbins, any other rubbish in the 11th house. Because I will tell you, if your Mercury is in the 11th house, there is no shortage of opportunities. But still, if suppose you are feeling like there is some shortage of opportunities, then look into the northeast direction. Try to clean it up. Mercury is going to flow the opportunities. Even picking up the opportunities is also going to become very important with this Mercury. Don't think like that, like I'm going to lose that thing, so maybe I'm going to grab that thing in the future or not. Mercury is a promise of that thing. Till your entire life, even suppose you have crossed the age of 50, still you are not stabilized in your career, Mercury still have the ability to give you that kind of opportunities, and again you can set up something new. And that is a very powerful thing I will tell you with this Mercury. In the 21st century, planets like Mercury, Venus, Rahu and these kind of entities, they are very capable of giving the good results in the long term. So that's it guys from my side in this video. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have any queries, any questions with regards to your Mercury placement, any other marriage, career, spiritual consultation, do let me know. I'm going to respond you back as soon as possible. So till then, please subscribe my channel below and make sure to hit the like button if you really enjoyed this video. And please don't forget to follow me on Instagram as well. I'm going to meet you very, very soon in the next video. Bye-bye and take care.